Hey guys, and thank you for checking out this program. We're going to demo how the mobile directory list builder works. This is the interface starting page. So what we're going to do go back to our uh, Excel template. We're going to assign everybody a premium listing for now, and then we're going to save it in the format we need for the program. So we're going to select text tab delimited from our types of files, and as long as it's tab delimited, we're okay. So OpenOffice should be able to handle that. We're going to save our file where you can find it, and this is just Excel telling me that the text files do not have all the same features as their normal stuff, which is fine. And then I want to demo, if you still have the file open and you try to import that file while it's open, nothing will happen. And if you're wondering why nothing will happen, it's because the file's still open over here. So we're just going to close it in Excel, and now we can import it just fine here. And we're going to go ahead and grab the zip code, and at the same time it's going to get the latitude and longitude from the Google API. So we're going to hit the Get Postal Code button, and it's fairly quick at going out and getting the zip code. And you'll also notice it's getting the latitude and longitude at the same time, and it's pretty robust here. And that looks pretty good, and it's almost finished. And you'll notice that we had a few that didn't get a zip, so we are finished here. So what I'm going to do is go back and just go to Google. That usually means the area is pretty new. And so I'm going to open up the file I just had, and I'm going to go down to our which on Sage and just grab that information. I'm going to go over to Google and plug that in there, and normally the zip would be right here, but this must be a very new area. So if I just scroll down and kind of take a look, I noticed that our which is there with the zip code right there. So I'm just going to grab that and head on back over to the program, put that in there. And since this is Sage Meadow Trail, I'm going to go ahead and plug in that same zip for that. And I noticed up here that Grace did not get the correct, but I already know it's in downtown Fort Worth, so I'm just going to, I'm going to fix that one also. Okay, and I just want to demonstrate that if you have one that you just don't want on your list anymore, you can output your list at any time and re-output it at any time without any problems. It's only taking less than a minute. But if you want to remove somebody from the list, like they don't have a website, so if you select them and hit delete selected, it will take them off the list. I just wanted to demo that. I also want to demo what happens. Right now we have everybody as a premium, but I'm just going to take Billy Bob's and take them off of premium and show you what happens. So now that our list is ready to output, we're going to click the Build Directory button to head on over to the Build page, and we're going to enter a title. Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm just going to let the title also be the directory title. Restaurant in Fort Worth, and I'm going to show you that you can also, if you had multiple cities, you could also enter the pound city city into the name, and it would substitute whatever the city is on the directory itself. So that's enough there. We're going to go and set our output directory, and I already had restaurants there. I'll just create a different restaurant. So that is our output directory, the one without the S. I want to also show you that we can export our data now that we've filled in the zip code and lat long. We can export it back out as a tab delimited file or a comma delimited file if we wanted to reproduce this list at any point in the future. And again, if you sold spots, you would want to be able to do that. You'd want to open up your list and then be able to resort and spit them out again in the new sort order. So we have 5 different CSS layouts, and you can check them out here and what they look like and decide which one you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue, and we also have the different tap to call buttons, and you just select which one you want to use. We also have the home page header image and the listing page header image. So this will go on the first page, the directory page itself. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to grab, and these images are very out of proportion for what we're going to use, but I'm just going to grab the image to demo what it does. So it'll load them in and resize them. The max width is 300, so it resizes. If you pick anything larger, it'll resize it to 300 maximum, which is what it did here. So we're ready to go ahead. I just wanted to point out here that we also have the load Google Analytics from a text file. So if you're working with multiple websites, you can pull in the Google Analytics code, and it must be the mobile analytics code, not the regular website analytics code. And there is a very specific spot in the advanced part of Google Analytics where you get the mobile analytics code, and it will check when you hit the build directory button to make sure it's the mobile version, and if it's not, it's going to yell at you and it will not produce the directory. So it has to be the mobile version, and if you get an error and you can't go on, if you're not using the mobile, then you can just hit this clear Google Analytics button, and it will clear out that, and it'll let you build it without the analytics code being in the directory. But I highly recommend that, so you can show your clients the kind of traffic you're getting. So we're all set here with all our settings. We're going to hit the build directory button, and it's going to go out and actually build our directory. I believe it's going into this one. It's going into this one. It's going here, and you can kind of see it working. So, and we had about 100 on that list. So it's going to take less than a minute, and now it is finished building our directory, and there are all of the outputs. You'll notice that the directory names have the business name plus the zip code, so that helps with the SEO. And this of course is not uploaded onto a web server at the moment, but I'm just going to go into a program I use to edit PHP files, and I can preview the file here. So here's the Google Analytics, and you'll notice that the mobile version has an MO at the beginning, and if it doesn't have that MO, it's not the mobile version. So I'm going to go ahead and preview, and you'll notice I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. You'll notice the picture we chose there at the top, the directory listing here. The little green button with the phone it has that restaurant's phone number, or that business. Could be anything other than, it could be any kind of business. But every premium listing has the phone number right there, so they can go right to the home page and tap to call without even going into the detail listing. And you'll notice the Billy Bobs did not get a premium listing, so they're with the red button, and they do not have a tap to call button. So if you showed this to prospective clients and then you only had them with the green button and the tap to call and everybody else red, they'd probably go ahead and sign up with you. It'd be pretty easy to sell that. So let's go into the Riata listing, since that's the one that I put a couple of extra things in there that I wanted to show you. And this is the Riata listing, and of course that's the other picture, and that was the listing header. So you notice their restaurant name, the nice tap to call button at the very top, Google Maps pinpointing their location. You'll notice the short description is right here, so when you enter the short description, that's where it's going to show up. You'll also notice that I kind of just stuck some blank or kind of just some test data in here to show you what it does. On these, in the previous video, I told you just use their names there, but if anything, you enter anything in there, it's going to create a button for it, and it will only create a button if there is data in that field. So if there was only Facebook, there would only be a Facebook button here, or a Facebook in their email, or what have you. This one I put one in all so you could see the buttons at the very bottom, but these fluctuate depending on what you entered. So if you clicked on it, it would go to the mobile version of each of these, so and would bring up the email client on the phone. And just as an FYI, not all phones can handle email. They have to be set up for it. So it's just an FYI. So that is the let me go back over here and let's go to Billy Bob's to show you a basic listing. And just by contrast, you can see the basic listing is just that, a basic listing. There's no map, and this is to encourage them to sign up for a basic listing. So if you use the program previous, that you could sell a premium listing for $25 a month, any kind of rental basis basically, or a yearly fee or whatever. You could set them up for the premium instead of the basics. I tend to give away the premiums and try to sell them an upsell for a mobile site and an app. So I will show them the premium listing in order to, give them the premium listing as a freebie in order to get them interested in hearing about getting a mobile site built that breaks out and has a lot more information. But that's what this builder does, and it does it very quickly and easily. And if you have any questions, just hit me up at the support email, and I'll be glad to answer them. If there's any features you'd like to see, let me know those also, because we can hopefully get them built into the software. So I hope you like the software, and I hope you make a lot of money using the software. I will talk to you later.